Hello, I'm CammyG and welcome back to our Fortnite Save the World daily update videos, where we go over what llamas have changed, stuff in the store, daily quests and mission alerts. So starting here with the llamas, we have the regular upgrade llama, no sale today, but always worth coming on just to see if they do go gold. And then for the limited one, we have the legendary troll stash llama, which you can actually get a lot for what it costs. It depends on what's in there. Obviously, you want to check, is there a trap or a survivor or something that you need that you haven't got? Might be worth the 500 tickets. Obviously, it depends how much you have. I probably wouldn't buy it unless you had like over 1,000. But yeah, that's just my opinion. Anyway, so yeah, let's go on to the daily quests. So for war games, we have Plankton Safety Zone with Trapped Out. So Trapped Out, does it mean you can't place traps? I can't remember now, or whether the traps just aren't there. I think it's just that you can't place any more traps, so I think it should be alright, but someone can correct me in the comments on that one. It's been a while since I've done war games. And then in Canny Valley we have Invasion with Heavy Explosives, so that one's going to be very difficult to do. Heavy Explosives is going to wreck your base, even if you have a base placed down. Stonewood, Invasion with Close Quarters, so they're going to spawn closer to the base, can be quite difficult. And then in Twine we have Space Rocks with no building zone, which is fine, you should be able to do that one easily, even AFK if you have our endurance builds. So if you don't have those, check the description for the playlists, of course. And then for the daily we have Plankton, which, as I say, if you have our Plankton AFK endurance builds, you'll be able to do that easily. Horde is the same as usual, so I'm not going to spend any more time on that. And then that's it for the daily quests. So if we hop into Ventures real quick, so I can only show this sort of general area, but there is one mission knocking about somewhere, and the game's just telling me there's new missions available, so cheers for that. There's a cat one up here, which has 2 mini reward llamas. It's probably the only notable one worth calling out at the moment, so I thought I'd just do that. And then we'll go to Stonewood after there. So sadly, there's no V-Bucks missions today, and Stonewood doesn't have anything particularly enticing in here. There is one potential weapon if you are actually in Stonewood or Plankton. It might be worth it for you if you're a melee player. Sort of looks like Aloy's melee, which is just kind of cool, but other than that, it's nothing exciting. And then for the 4-player missions, up here we have Hero XP, so probably not worth doing that one. And then down here, Hero XP again, and finally Hero XP. So yeah, probably not worth doing those ones, unless you really need Hero XP, I suppose, and you're in sort of, Stonewood, Plankton area. Moving out of there, we have the Dam Buster up here, I believe. There we go. It is the epic version, though, which is a bit of a shame. But if we carry on moving down, we have some more mini reward llamas about somewhere further down here, I think. On that one, 2 mini reward llamas there. Other than that, Plankton, again, is not really... It's been a while since we've had some decent regular mission alerts. We used to get legendary weapons and traps, and it just seems like a while since we had that. For Hero XP on that one, again, not really worth doing. 4 times Pure Jets of Rain, though, on the Category 2, that might be worth it for you, if you want to give that a go. Then if we carry on, there should be a... There we go, 2 more mini reward llamas, and there is even an upgrade llama right there, right next to it. So, if you want to stockpile on your upgrade llamas for when you do get one that goes good, that's another 4-player, not worth doing, by the way. Yeah, it might be worth saving it just because, when you do get a llama, that's not worth it either. A llama worth getting in a llama shop, then you can get it for free. So, yeah, might as well. Now in Canny, we have a lot of legendary stuff in here, so thankfully for that. We have the Jackal, I think it's a double reward, actually, but before we even get to that, we have Sound Wall and Axe. So the Axe is pretty standard, nothing special about that, but the Sound Wall is a must for endurance builds to stop the Sploders from making it into your base. And then here we have the Jackal and Husk Stomper, so both pretty average again. Not terrible, but just not anything noteworthy, I suppose. And then that's it for a while in Canny, so we'll just go for the 4-player ones. So Lightning in a Bottle there, pretty good 4-player mission to do, especially because Lightning in a Bottle can be tricky to get sometimes. Survivor XP on that one, probably not worth doing. What else have we got? There's not many 4 times missions in Canny, is there? Survivor XP on that one, probably not worth it. Again, Then we potentially have another double reward here. Yep, we've got the Backbreaker and Reaper Scythe, so neither of those fantastic again, but if you want to get it, get it, King. Down here, nope, not that one, sorry. Where is it? Is it up here? There it is. The Neon Sniper Rifle is actually a good sniper rifle. It's not the best sniper, but you can also see husks through walls. It's got like a heat sensor in it, so that's kind of good for, I don't know, if you want to see where the husks are in your trap tunnels and the path they're taking and stuff. It's good. It's the only weapon I think that can do that, as far as I'm aware. Potentially there might be one more. The Tiger potentially might be able to. 4-player there, not really worth doing, so we'll move into Twine to finish this all off. Where we start off with a double reward right next to the Storm Shield there, with the Dam Buster, Great Launcher, and the Terminator. Meh. But it's probably worth doing it for the Dam Buster if you don't have it. 4-player mission there, not really worth it, to be honest. Ceiling Electric Field, though, definitely worth getting that. That is a crazy good ceiling trap, so if you don't know, it can be made energy. It zaps down 2 tiles instead of just one, like, gas traps or zappers or whatever it might be. And it has a radius of an extra tile out in every direction. So it covers like a 3x3 area. So yeah, definitely worth getting if you haven't already. And then we have another upgrade llama token. So we've got, some decent upgrade llama tokens today. And then further down here somewhere, not worth doing that one. But I think this mission here, we have 2 rewards. The Space Invader's a cool pistol that's sort of like an SMG more than a pistol, and it shoots projectiles that bounce, and then Retractable Floor Spikes is a great trap damage for the end of your trap tunnels to damage those mist monsters and bosses. 4-player mission then, not really worth doing. Another one, not really worth doing, unless you, obviously, if you specifically need those materials, then it might be worth it for you. 3 mini reward llamas there. And I think upgrade llama token there, another one. So there's a lot going on in Twine and Canny today. A lot of mini reward llamas and full llama tokens. Another 4-player, not really worth doing. And down here, yeah, not really. 4 squad XP or hero XP, not really worth doing. There is another mini reward llama somewhere. I think is it this one on the edge? Yeah, there we go. Another 3 mini reward llamas. So if you want to stock up on mini reward llamas for all your gold needs or whatever it might be, then yeah, go for it. Here we have a double reward, so Slice and Dice Krypton Sword. Both of those are all right. The Krypton Sword is definitely the better one of the 2. It's definitely up there for swords, the Krypton Sword, so definitely worth getting that if you don't already. Carrying on with maybe the 4-player missions here, so Stampede, not really worth getting, to be honest. 2 Legendary, 2 Epic with 164 pure drops for Rain as the mission alert is pretty good for a 4-player. Survivor XP, not really worth it there. Flame Grill Floor Trap, get that and put it in the collection book and never use it because it is absolutely useless. Tiny Instrument of Death is sort of a meme weapon. It can be strong in certain areas. It's more, you wouldn't really use it in the 160, like you do with the Deconstructor. It's more like if you're going into a power level 94 mission and you're 130, you can just use it to sort of make the mission super easy. It has like a guided missile, which is really cool, to be honest. That's a 4-player mission worth doing. 4 Storm Shard and an Eye of the Storm. Definitely worth that one. And then into the sort of top area of Twine now. Whoops, didn't mean to skip all the way over there. We have 4 times Reperk, pretty good. Whoops. God, console map on this is awful. 4 Eye of the Storm and then Storm Shard on that one is pretty good. 4-player mission. At the very top end, we do have a good mission alert reward, but for the 4-player missions, 4 Lightning Bottle with Pure Drops of Rain, pretty good. Hero XP, not really worth doing, but here we have 3 Epic, 1 Legendary, but we have Shrapnel Headhunter, so she basically makes it so that if you deal headshots, the next headshots will do even more damage. So if you're an accurate player, that type of thing is probably worth getting, to be honest. If you don't have already, at this point in Twine, you probably will from regular llamas, but if you don't. 5 times Reperk with Epic Reperk is pretty good on that one. Data's fairly easy enough to do. Hero XP, not worth it on that one. 5 times Storm Shard on the van, though, is pretty good. And finally, 5 Lightning Ball with Storm Shard. Another one potentially worth doing, but very, very difficult mission with a Cat 4 if you don't get some teammates to help you out. But yeah, that'll be the missions and quests. So with the store, we are getting towards the end of it for the weeklies. If you haven't picked up this stuff and you need it, now's the time potentially to come on over the next few days to make sure you get that stuff. But other than that, I will end the video there. Nothing too exciting today, so apologies for that, but I don't control it, so, you know. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, please do let me know in the comments and leave a like. Definitely subscribe if you haven't already. We do a lot of guide videos, quest videos, all that good stuff. And yeah, hopefully you just have a good day and enjoy the game. Cheers.